Welcome to a continuation of the futuristic fantasy series, Humanity's Evolution. Today I'm going to read Part 18. The sound grew into a crescendo that echoed all around me and then faded as the energy disbanded. I then stared ahead to see what we had made. A large tree covered with a myriad of colorful flowers nestled amid vibrant green leaves stood before us. The bark was a rich black and seemed to shine in the bright sunlight. It was of an equal height with the silver birch tree. Alexandria stood underneath our new creation. "You are to be congratulated," she said, her dark eyes shining. "This is the first time since the Donna effect creature attacked has so many of us co-created. I can feel over half of the little dragons here in this tree. If you couldn't quite do it, don't be discouraged. If the planet project is approved, more classes on co-creation will be held. I am confident that anyone who struggled this time can still learn it." I stared at the new tree and could catch an echo of the music I heard as our energies were combined. Instinct told me it was stronger, more resilient than the one created by Gershom and Alexandria. It suddenly made sense to me how something created with the multitude of our energies could truly enhance the universe. It would have the nature of our personalities, hopes, and dreams in its structure. I thought of a human species with all of that in its DNA and felt chills. Gershom then raised his hands. Alexandria called on him. "How many little dragons will need to take part to bring this planet and its inhabitants into being?" he asked. His question made me smile. He, of course, was focusing on the practicalities, while I was getting caught up in the majesty of it all. "Ideally, everyone. But 85% of the population should be enough to create a strong and healthy planet," Alexandria said. "The vote would have to be nearly unanimous now, or the planet project would be unstable." The murmurs became louder again. Alexandria didn't bother to stop them this time. She stood there impassive, her eyes still bright, but in their depths I saw firm determination. Her short, stocky, masculine body held a will of iron. Gershom swore under his breath and gave me a disappointed look. It was surprising to see defeat in Gershom's eyes. He had been so sure that the planet project was the next step in our evolution. I turned away from him, choosing to look at Alexandria instead. The audacity of her claim still shook me and nearly everyone else in the vicinity. The shouts grew louder, but Alexandria didn't waver. I could only imagine the outrage of the scientific community. The physicist had deliberately withheld the true amount of little dragons that would be needed to create the planet. Our scientists never would have agreed to allow her to go this far if they had known how many of us would be needed. I can hear them telling her now it was a lost cause. Little dragons value free choice over everything. There is no way that so many of us would agree to undertake this venture. If she hadn't lied, her work would have been quietly debated over, but ultimately ignored. I glanced over at the tree we made and instantly knew the true tragedy would have been keeping this discovery from us all. I turned towards Gershom. "Don't give up on it yet," I said, and left his side to join Alexandria, her eyes regarding me with wary curiosity. "I'm here to help you," I told her. She relaxed a fraction, but the wariness remained. I raised my hands, indicating I wanted to speak. Everyone eventually quieted down so I could be heard. That ends Part 18 of Humanity's Evolution. Next week, we will continue with the Storytime Adventures for Adults video series by listening to Chapter 1983 in Songs from the Depths by Meg Swanson. On April 22nd, we will continue with Part 19 of Humanity's Evolution. To learn more about Humanity's Evolution and the Storytime Adventure for Adults video series, visit my website, www.reneeannhughes.com. If you would like to contribute to this series, please feel free to become a Patreon. Details for joining are on my website, and also please subscribe to this YouTube channel so you won't miss any new videos. Goodbye, and thanks for listening.